What if I told you that the very strength, drive, and energy you thought was gone forever could be reawakened in just 60 seconds a day? No matter your age, no matter your past disappointments, and no matter how many pills or quick fixes you've tried before, this simple ritual could unlock the one thing your body has been craving all along. And here's the shocking part. The answer isn't hidden in a lab or in a doctor's prescription pad. It's been right under your nose the whole time. In fact, chances are you've walked past it in your kitchen 100 times, never knowing it could hold the key to circulation, confidence, and vitality. 1. Authority. Credibility. Now you might be wondering, who am I to share this with you? My name is Dr. James Hartley, and for over 3 decades I've been helping men in their 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond, reclaim what time, stress, and modern living quietly stole from them. I've seen firsthand how energy fades, how circulation slows, and how confidence begins to slip away. And I've also seen how quickly the right natural tools can bring all of that back. Not through expensive prescriptions, not through risky procedures, and not through gimmicks, but by unlocking the body's own memory, the natural ability every man still has inside him, just waiting to be reawakened. Over the years, I've studied both modern science and ancient traditions, looking for what really works. And what I'm about to share with you today may sound simple, even unbelievable at first, but I've watched it change lives, restore relationships, and give men back the spark they thought they had lost forever. 2. Core problem. But before I show you this simple solution, you need to understand why so many men struggle in the first place. The truth is, it's not your fault. After the age of 50, and especially beyond 60, your body begins to change in what way? As most doctors never fully explain, the small blood vessels that once carried strong, healthy circulation start to narrow and stiffen. Stress hormones stay elevated for longer than they should, crushing your testosterone. And the deep, restorative sleep you once enjoyed begins to break apart, leaving you exhausted no matter how many hours you spend in bed. And when blood doesn't flow the way it used to, when testosterone is suppressed, when your body never fully recovers at night, your energy drops, your confidence slips, and intimacy feels like a distant memory. But here's the good news. None of these changes are permanent. They're not a life sentence. In fact, your body is designed to bounce back if you give it the right trigger, the right signal, the right natural tool to unlock what's been there all along. 3. Hidden natural solution. So what is this missing piece? What is the natural key that can reawaken your circulation, calm your stress, restore deep sleep, and bring your body back to life? Here's the twist. It isn't a new drug. It isn't a high-tech machine, and it certainly isn't some expensive therapy you'll only find in clinics. It's something far simpler, something your ancestors once used before intimacy, before long journeys, and before times of celebration. Modern science now confirms what they somehow knew all along. This little spice contains powerful natural compounds that work with your body, not against it. The irony? You've probably walked past it in your kitchen hundreds of times without realizing it could change your energy, your strength, and even your confidence as a man. And in just a moment, I'll show you exactly how to use it in a simple 60-second ritual you can start tonight. But first, let me explain why this tiny ingredient is so powerful and what makes it different from anything else you've tried. 4. Science. This tiny spice is a remarkable natural compound. Scientists call it eugenol, but what matters isn't the name, it's what it does inside your body. The moment you begin to chew this spice, its oils are released and absorbed directly into your bloodstream, and almost immediately, something incredible happens. Eugenol acts as a natural vasodilator. In simple terms, that means it gently relaxes and opens your blood vessels, especially the small, stubborn ones that control circulation where you need it most. Now, as we get older, those vessels become stiff. They lose flexibility. That's one of the main reasons blood doesn't flow the way it used to. But this compound works like a natural massage for your arteries, restoring smoothness, flexibility, and the ability for blood to move freely again. And here's where it gets even more exciting. Eugenol also stimulates nitric oxide production, the same mechanism expensive little blue pills try to mimic. But unlike those pills, which force your body into an artificial response and often leave you with headaches or crashes, this happens naturally, safely, and without side effects. Many men describe it as a gentle warmth, a subtle rush of life flowing back through their body within minutes. It's not a chemical trick, it's your body reawakening its own natural ability. But circulation is only half the story, because even if blood flow is restored, there's another invisible force, one that's been quietly draining men for decades, that can shut everything down before it even begins. And chances are, it's been sabotaging you for years. Why vitality weakens after 60. Now let's be honest, every man over 60 has felt it. The energy isn't the same, the drive isn't as strong, and when the moment comes, the body doesn't always respond the way it once did. And here's the truth, most doctors never say out loud. It's not because you failed, it's not because you're broken, it's simply biology. Over the years, the small blood vessels that support your performance begin to narrow. Stress builds, processed foods take their toll, and inflammation silently chips away at flexibility. Without that full surge of blood flow, intimacy becomes weaker, slower, or sometimes it just doesn't happen. But here's what almost no one tells you. Those changes are not permanent. They can be reversed. And that's exactly why this little spice is so powerful. Remember eugenol, the compound we just talked about? It doesn't just relax your blood vessels. It helps restore their flexibility, like cleaning out a rusty pipe and making it smooth again. When that happens, blood flows easier, stronger, and exactly where it needs to go. Some men notice subtle changes in just a few days. Others wake up after a couple of weeks with morning energy, and even morning erections they haven't experienced in years, not because of a pill, not because of a miracle, but because their circulation finally has a chance to do what it was designed to do. That's the beauty of this method. It doesn't force your body. It simply gives it permission to return to its original design. But knowing why it works is only half the story. The real question is, how do you do it? How do you unlock all of these benefits in just 60 seconds a day? Let me show you exactly how. 6. The 60-second ritual. The best solutions are often the simplest. Here's exactly how to perform this 1-minute ritual that has been helping so many men feel alive again. Step 1. Take 2 or 3 whole pieces of this spice, not the powdered version. The whole dried form is what works best. Step 2. Place them between your back teeth, where your chewing is strongest. Slowly bite down until you feel them crack open. Step 3. Don't rush. Let the rich oils coat your tongue and mouth. For the first 30 seconds, simply hold those pieces in place, letting your saliva mix with the natural compounds. You may feel a warm, tingly, nang sensation. That's a good sign. It means the active compounds are being absorbed right into your bloodstream through the sensitive membranes in your mouth. Step 4. After 30 seconds, begin chewing gently, not forcefully, just enough to release more of the oils. Continue for another 30 seconds, allowing every drop of that natural medicine to work its way in. Step 5. When you're done, you can either swallow the small remnants or spit them out. Both are fine. The work has already been done. And that's it. 1 minute, no pills, no prescriptions, no complicated routine. Just a simple, powerful ritual you can do right in your kitchen. Most men begin to feel something almost immediately. Clearer in the head, more grounded in the body, and sometimes even a subtle warmth flowing through areas that haven't felt that way in years. But here's where it gets even more interesting. The timing of this ritual can make all the difference. Use it at the right moments, and you'll unlock benefits far beyond just circulation. 7. When to use the technique. One of the first questions I get from men after they try this ritual is, when should I do it for the best results? The truth is, timing matters. Think of your body like an instrument. You want to tune it at the right moment so everything works in harmony. For many men, the evening is the golden hour. About an hour before bed, when the day is winding down, chewing this spice helps calm the nervous system, relax the body, and prime you for deep, restorative sleep. And that's critical, because nighttime is when your body produces the most testosterone. Without quality sleep, your hormones simply can't recover. Others find the morning works wonders. First thing on an empty stomach, this ritual jumpstarts circulation and clears the mind. It sets the tone for your day, calm, alert, and energized. And some men choose to use it before activity, whether that's a workout, a long walk, or intimacy. Taking it 30-45 minutes beforehand can heighten focus, stamina, and presence, so you feel full, engaged in the moment. Here's the key. Consistency. This isn't a one-time trick. It's a daily investment in your vitality. The more regular you are, the more momentum your body builds. But circulation and sleep aren't the only battles men over 60 face. There's another invisible enemy, one that quietly drains your energy, lowers your testosterone, and keeps you from feeling like yourself. And if you don't deal with it, no amount of blood flow will truly restore your strength. I'm talking about stress. 8. Stress. The silent saboteur. I can't tell you how many good men I've spoken to over the years who felt like something was holding them back. They eat well, they stay active, they even try all the right supplements, but their energy is flat. Their desire comes and goes, and when the moment arrives, their body just doesn't respond the way it used to. When I dig a little deeper, I usually find the same hidden culprit: stress. Financial worries, health concerns, family responsibilities, the fear of aging, it all adds up. And most men don't realize how much that silent pressure is crushing their vitality from the inside out. You see, when your body is under constant stress, it floods your system with a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is meant to help in emergencies, but when it stays elevated day after day, it becomes toxic. And here's the cruel truth. Cortisol and testosterone can't coexist at high levels. When cortisol goes up, testosterone goes down. That means the more stress you carry, the weaker your drive, your energy, and your performance become. This is where the spice we've been talking about becomes more than just a circulation booster. Inside it is another compound called beta-caryophyllene. This natural agent interacts directly with receptors in the brain that signal calm and safety. In just minutes, many men feel a release, a lightness in the chest, a quieting of the mind, a letting go of pressure that may have been building for years. And as cortisol begins to fall, testosterone finally has the chance to rise again, naturally. That's why some men don't just notice physical changes from this ritual. They notice emotional ones. A steadier mood, a clearer mind, a sense of themselves returning. And here's the best part. Lowering stress in this way doesn't just help your energy during the day, it sets you up for something even more powerful at night. Because better calm leads to better sleep, and better sleep means more testosterone. 9. Better sleep equals more testosterone. If there's one thing I've learned after working with thousands of men, it's this. The moment sleep begins to break down, everything else starts to unravel. You can eat clean, you can exercise, you can take every supplement on the shelf, but if your sleep is shallow and broken, your hormones don't stand a chance. That's because the majority of your testosterone, the very fuel for your energy, strength, and desire, is produced at night, during the deepest phases of sleep, specifically during REM cycles when your body is repairing and rebuilding. But how many men over 60 actually get that kind of sleep anymore? Most tell me they lie awake at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling, mind racing, or they fall asleep easily but wake up several times a night, never feeling fully rested. And the result? Low energy in the morning, low drive during the day, a sense of being disconnected from themselves. That's where this spice makes a remarkable difference. Its compounds don't just open your blood vessels and calm your stress, they also soothe the part of your brain that controls the sleep cycle. When chewed about an hour before bed, it helps ease you into deeper, more stable sleep. Many men even tell me they started dreaming again, something they hadn't experienced in years. And when they wake, they feel clearer, lighter, more energized, and yes, many of them report stronger, more consistent morning erections. That's not a coincidence. That's testosterone doing its job again after years of being suppressed. So if you've been struggling to rest deeply, if your nights are restless and your mornings sluggish, this ritual may be the missing key. Because when you restore sleep, you don't just wake up refreshed, you restore the very hormones that make you feel like a man again. But there's another hidden factor almost no one talks about. Something so simple, most men never even think about it. And yet, it could be silently damaging your blood flow, your energy, and your performance every single day. It starts right in your mouth. 10 Gum Health Circulation Connection. It might sound strange at first, but one of the biggest hidden threats to a man's vitality doesn't come from his heart or his hormones. It comes from his mouth. I can't tell you how many men I've met who were struggling with low energy, weak circulation, and declining performance. Yet their blood pressure was fine, their labs looked decent, and there was no obvious explanation. Until I asked one simple question: how's your dental health? And that's when the truth came out. Bleeding gums, bad breath that just wouldn't go away, receding gum lines. What most men don't realize is that gum disease isn't just a mouth problem, it's a circulation problem. When bacteria in your gums enter your bloodstream, they trigger silent inflammation that damages blood vessels all throughout your body, and that includes the very vessels responsible for strong, reliable erections. Imagine trying to push water through a hose that's filled with mud. The pressure may be there, but nothing flows the way it should. That's exactly what happens when gum disease takes hold. In fact, studies show that men with serious gum issues are up to 70% more likely to struggle with erectile dysfunction. Now here's where the spice we've been talking about becomes even more valuable. The natural oils inside it act as powerful antiseptics, nature's own antibacterial defense. When you chew whole pieces of it, those compounds go to work instantly, cleaning up harmful bacteria before they can spread into your bloodstream. Not only does it protect your gums and freshen your breath, it keeps your blood cleaner, your vessels healthier, and your circulation flowing stronger. It's one of the simplest, most overlooked steps in restoring vitality. And when combined with the circulation, stress, and sleep benefits, it becomes a true full-body reset. So the question is, what should you actually expect when you begin this ritual? Let's walk through what happens in your first 7, 14, and 30 days. 11 Timeline of results. One of the most encouraging things I've seen over the years is how quickly men begin to notice changes when they commit to this ritual. In the first 7 days, most men report subtle but undeniable shifts: a gentle warmth spreading through the body, a clearer head in the morning, sleep that feels a little deeper, even a slight boost in motivation, the kind of energy that makes you want to move, walk, or do something you've been putting off. It's not dramatic, but it's there, and it's the signal that your body is responding. By day 14, things begin to pick up speed. Energy feels stronger and more consistent. Mornings feel different, sharper, more alive. For some, spontaneous morning erections return for the first time in years. Confidence grows as your body begins to send the signals you thought were gone forever. And by day 30, the changes are often undeniable. Men tell me they feel like new people. Circulation is stronger, stamina is greater, and intimacy feels natural again. But it's not just physical, it's emotional too. Their confidence shifts, their posture changes. They carry themselves with a quiet strength that others can see. Partners notice, relationships deepen, life feels more connected. All of this from one simple 60-second ritual. And remember, this is just the beginning, because once you unlock this natural power, the real question becomes, how do you hold on to it for years to come? Conclusion, call to action. I've spent over 30 years sitting across from men just like you, men who quietly carried the weight of fading energy, slipping confidence, and the fear that their best days were behind them. But I can tell you this with certainty, they weren't. Because inside every man, no matter his age, there is still life, there is still strength, there is still vitality waiting to be reawakened. This simple 1-minute ritual, chewing a few pieces of a spice you've had in your kitchen all along, does more than just restore circulation. It lowers stress, it rebuilds testosterone, it helps you sleep deeply, it protects your blood vessels, and even cleanses your mouth. I've seen it bring back confidence, I've seen it restore relationships, and most importantly, I've seen it give men back the part of themselves they thought they had lost forever. And now, the choice is yours. You can keep hoping for a miracle, waiting for things to change on their own, or you can take one simple step tonight. 60 seconds, that's all it takes to start building your own miracle, one day at a time, one night at a time, one breath at a time. Your strength is not gone. Your energy is not lost. Your best days are not behind you. They are waiting, right here, right now, for you to claim them again.